Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Danny Staten channel. Welcome to my darkness. Welcome to my live stream. I know, I'm just playing around. This is a test to try to get this channel up and working. See if that worked. Yeah, there you go. Hey there, Cleveland. What's up, brother? I'm just doing a test because I want to see if I could get a live stream going on this channel. Figure out what and all I need to do to, flip the script and everything. Yeah, there you go. Now, I don't gotta be on camera. Hey, my flock, what's up? I didn't think nobody would show up when I was just doing a test to see how this would work out. I've been doing all my other live streams on the Daily Dan blog, and I realized, hey, I got a lot of subscribers on here, and they'll let me do it. I just had to put a bunch of stuff in the phone, and I want another channel where I could just do like a little shout-out show once in a while or something, and I was thinking about doing it over here on this channel. What do y'all think? Good idea? So I can just go live on this channel anytime I feel like it. It don't really matter. There'll be a lot fewer people over here on this channel, I'm sure, than over on the Daily Dan blog. It has a lot more subscribers and a lot more followers than I do on this little nothing channel, my little private Danny Staten channel. Hey, but it's pretty cool that so many of y'all showed up. I do appreciate it. It makes me feel real good. I've never live streamed on this phone, and I wasn't sure how well it would do or if it would work or anything like that. So I decided to give it a test shot. There you go. Yeah, that way if any trolls show up, I can have a little bit of help in here. So I made a few of y'all guys moderators right now while that's going on and actually working right. But if y'all have any questions or, like I said, I didn't even really plan to go live. I was just setting everything up for live streams, and I said, well, I'll go on for just a few minutes. Didn't really expect nobody to show up. I wanted to see how it looked and what phones I was going to use for what. When I do this one, it's a little bit different. The phone I'm live streaming on is the phone I usually do chat on when I'm on the Daily Dan blog. So this is all backwards to me. Hey, Susan A., how are you? My flock is everywhere. Good to see you, King of Cleveland. My main man, Gothic Cyclist. I made you a mod, dude. And of course, Sarah over at my flock is everywhere. Really good to see you, girl. How you doing? You feeling better? Oh, I'm glad you're feeling good, Susan. I'm doing okay, I guess. I feel a little strange doing a live stream just out of the spur of the moment like this. I don't suppose any of y'all guys caught my Fat Albert comic book review on the Daily Dan blog. If you did, let me know in the comments if I did too many Bill Cosby jokes. I got a few emails, and a couple of people unsubscribed on account of that. So apparently Bill Cosby still has fans. I had no idea. Man, that's too bad about your phone, my flock. It really is. I know how it feels. That's why I have so many. If one of them breaks, I can actually add a channel to another phone and still keep all my channels running. I promise y'all this will be a real short little live stream. Like I said, I hadn't really planned no content for it or nothing. I am absolutely shocked people actually showed up. But I think I'll be doing a show at least once a week on this channel. Probably do a lot of pop-up live streams like this one if I've actually got something really good to talk about or plan something out. And I'll probably be doing a show on Wednesdays on this channel where I just show like a 25-minute little show or video or something, and then mainly just do a shout out thing and like a show, grow your channel show thing. Help everybody grow their channels and meet everybody in communities and stuff. That's what this channel is for. This is like a show and grow. Drop your links for your channels. Drop your friends' links. I don't care. You know, some of you people don't drop your link. I might drop it for you. Matter of fact, I should have, instead of test time, first time on this channel live, I should have called this show and grow. Might have got a few more people over. What do you think? Well, should have I called it show and grow or something like that? I feel funny not showing a video or talking about somebody's channel right now, as a matter of fact. Maybe I should do that. Even though that little tag I put up there said exciting reports of recent encounters. So if I was going to do something like that, if I was going to shout out a channel, I should do a shout out for a channel with a recent freaking encounter. That's what I'll do. Yeah, that's a good idea, right, guys? Hold on for a minute. Let me see if I can set this up. Because everything's butt backwards to me right now. It really is. I'm going to do a shout out real quick. And since it's talking about encounters and stuff, there's only one guy I can shout out. And that's Bigfoot Michigan Rob. Hold on.
If you have not subscribed to Bigfoot Michigan Rob, please do so. Bigfoot Michigan Rob is the name of the channel. And for all of you folks that are subscribers, thank you. Please.
Oh, that worked out good, didn't it? That worked out so wonderful.
If you've got a creepy encounter story or any encounter
Can you
story,
see Bigfoot Michigan Rob?
They want me to
there you go.
Put on this format. Beyond BMR is my email. BeyondBMR@gmail.com is the email. And if you send it in, I'll guarantee you that I will read it regardless of what I may or may not think about it. This one here is creepy, everybody. And let's get started. I was traveling through what appeared to be a ghost town in southern South Carolina. Say that 3 times fast. Southern South Carolina. It does not matter where, but this town gave me chills for the first good mile or so that my wife and I had traveled. We had my big F350 Ford truck pulling a 12-foot camper. As my wife and I had decided one morning to just get up, go. No agenda, no plan, just go and be adventurous. This adventure soon would be very memorable, but not with pleasure or joy. It soon would be met with terror and despair. As I started this story, all was well up until I drove through this what appeared to be like a ghost town. And I needed to stop for another pack of smokes and a couple snacks as we went through our small cooler that was set up front of the truck. We went through it, did not want to pull over, didn't want to get inside the 12-foot truck, walk up into it, work all the way to the back and find something to eat. Not to mention, I left 3 packs of cigarettes on the counter of my house when I left, and I was going through some serious withdrawals. While observing this town, as I drove through it, for every half block to a block, there were average homes with well-maintained lots, and at the end of the blocks, there was a start of like a business district. There would be a small hardware store, a general food store, a greasy spoon, and the like. This would continue on like this for about a mile. Homes separated by businesses. The one thing I noticed about all these homes was that everybody, and I do mean everybody, was outside. I did not feel it strange that these people were outside, but the manner in which they acted, I found to be the strange thing. These people seemed to be just walking around in circles with their heads face down, and it appeared as though they were like talking to themselves. Just kind of people, random people, just walking amongst themselves.
Trying out a few different things in
Outside
case
of
you guys are
talking
wondering.
to the
Like I
ground.
said, this is a test.
Finally, I see a small gas station up ahead.
The camera does not work
I was
that good
really
on this
wanting
other
to have
channel. On this other channel, does it?
I got out of the truck. My wife does so to stretch, and I proceed to go into the station. I tried to talk with the clerk, and he's not all that friendly, but notices that we are not from the area, and most likely I was tipping him off by my line of questioning about the town. Excuse me. It was getting close to the night, and the clerk asked if I was going to keep driving or pull aside and get some shut-eye. I replied that I would probably try and find a park or an area to get at least a couple hours of sleep. The clerk said, just be sure to drive 5 miles past the swamp. As it turns out, the next part of this trip would require us to drive through the swamp to get onto the next interstate that would lead us to the national park we wanted to visit. I had asked why we should get past the swamp, and he just said, it's not safe at night. It is not safe at night. Just get through it. There, at the end of the swamp, there's a rest area where you can finally go off to sleep if you need to. I thanked the clerk, and I got on my way. I did not make mention of this to my wife, as I was guessing that the clerk at the gas station was just trying to scare me, being that I was new to these parts and all. After an hour of driving through the swamp, I was getting dreary, and my wife was already nodding off. So against the advice of the clerk, I pulled off the road to the edge of the swamp line. I was very impressed at the road I was traveling, and the swamp had a lot of woods on dry ground, while some areas was just that, a swampy mess. I parked my truck away from the water, nestled back into the woods, and the moon was directly above us, illuminating the inside of the truck, which was kind of comforting. Then I fell asleep, clawing, scraping.
Put Rob's link in the channel in the chat, please, my plot.
What a wild dream, I thought. The dream was creepy, and I once again needed a smoke. So I look over to my wife, still sound asleep, and decided to exit the truck. Then, just before I opened the truck door, I remembered what the gas station attendant told me about the swamp not being safe. I went into my center console and retrieved my .357 Magnum and exited my truck. What happens next is what really sends me off, blows my mind, running with terror. Upon exiting the truck, I proceeded back towards the trailer, when to my dismay, I see 4 long scratches paralleling each other, running at least 3 feet along the trailer, leaving at least a half-inch gouge in the metal. I then realized I was not dreaming. I was awake while this activity was taking place. I'm scared now, yet perplexed, and somewhat want to figure out what type of animal could do this. I had to eliminate any animal on 4 legs, as these scratches alongside the trailer were at least 7 feet from the ground. What is that tall? I screamed to myself.
Just bear with me till after the video, and I'll put the more inches on.
I see what did this, and could not believe what I was seeing. I had stepped around to the back of the trailer to do a full inspection before leaving. Then, as my eyes peered into the swamp line, I see a set of glowing green eyes staring back at me from 20 yards away. The set of eyes stood roughly 4 feet from the ground, so I'm thinking whatever this is was not tall enough. At the same time, I'm still getting very scared. I slowly start to retreat back to my truck as I want to get out of here as fast as I can. Now,
Sorry,
this
guys.
4-foot being in the woods starts to approach me. And not only does it approach, but the 4-foot eyes rose to at least 7 feet and picked up speed. In fact, it is coming so fast that I will not make it back to my truck. I start to panic. The face now is illuminated by the moon. I cannot believe this. This is a giant wolf with a huge head and a long snout exposing razor sharp fangs from the mouth area. Then I remember my .357 tucked inside my belt line. I have to shoot or be ripped to pieces, I'm thinking. It had to be 10 yards in front of me, and this thing towers over me, and I fire. I hit it on the upper right side of the shoulder. I see some blood spatter. The beast howls, drops to all 4 legs, and speeds off into the darkness. The firing of my .357 finally wakes up my wife and asks what in the world was going on. I told her, let us first get out of here, and I will fill you in when we are safe. I remember that gas station clerk telling me at the end of the swamp will be a safe place to rest up. Sure enough, after several miles into the clearing was a rest area and what appeared to be a 24-hour mini-mart. What a relief, I exclaimed out loud. There was an assortment of other travelers resting, but there was one person that caught my attention. He appeared to be staring at me, and I was walking back from the mini-mart. After tonight, I was still on edge, and I walked over to this person and asked if he needed something. As I got closer, the older fellow smiled at me and said, I am sorry. Did not mean to stare at you. You looked like a person I knew. I said, oh, that's okay. As I'm ready to leave, I noticed the old man's right arm is in a sling. I had to ask, what happened to the arm? He replied, kind of grins at me and says, stupid hunting accident back in the swamp. Then he said, the same words the gas station attendant said to me earlier in the day. The swamp is not safe.
Then you should
I will never
subscribe.
forget this trip nor those words. Signed, Kevin. Hope you guys liked that. That is creepy. How come these emails I get, there's always an old man involved in the end? Just food for thought. I don't know. I thought it was creepy. Who knows? You know, take it for what it will, what you will. I'm taking it for what I will as a great story. You never know what's out there, these swamps, these woods. I know Dogman exists. I even think werewolves exist. What are your thoughts? Thank you for tuning in today. I'll see you next week with a cool Bigfoot tale. Have a great day. BMR's out.
That's my friend Bigfoot, Michigan Rob. Everybody be sure to give that guy a check out. Hell, maybe you should subscribe to it. Give me 1 minute. We'll probably hear some feedback real quick because I hadn't got this damn thing muted. That kind of sucks, but whatever. Like I said, this is like a test stream, and I'll be doing a lot of shout outs on this channel. And right now, as we speak, I'm going to drop a link for Bigfoot, Michigan Rob. And you'll notice it says Bigfoot, Michigan Rob at the bottom of that link. Be sure to click on it and give that guy a subscribe. Because that motherfucker can't do nothing. When I do live streams on this channel, I want it to be a show and grow. Whenever I do a live stream, even if I'm just showing a video or something like that, I want everybody to put their links in the chat. And if you're not a moderator, ask one of the mods to do it for you. I can't mod everybody, but I'll mod as many people as I know really, really well. And have them hopefully help me out a little bit. And Brown Dwarf, you're in the chat. Do I have permission from you, my friend, to show something of yours real quick? Waiting for approval. Doo-doo-doo. Once again, waiting for approval he is. Okay, maybe not. Maybe he's not still here. We'll give him a minute. What do you say, guys and gals? Susan A., why don't you do me a favor and join me over on Daddy Dan's Doug Good Stuff. Feel free. And as a favor, let me get this done, of course. Awesome, Brown Dwarf. I will put something of yours on in just 1 second. And that'll be Susan A's link I just dropped. Oh, come on, phone, really? They don't like it when I drop links with this phone. It really don't. Brown Dwarf came out with a really good video this week. I really enjoyed it, by the way. Hold on for a minute, and I'm going to key you up.
Spraying up there. Down here, Applegate Lake,
I hope.
Southern Oregon. And we got family visiting. His son's here. So we thought we'd come down to the lake. Actually, we were going to hit the river, but that didn't work out. But we pulled into the spot. As you can see, there's
Stormy.
having a good time over on this area. It's all dried up. No one's really over here. I spotted this nice little teepee. And, this is the setup. Very similar to the teepees I find in Northern California. Yeah, it's driftwood. Got a stump there that's been cut. Obviously, driftwood is incorporated. A lot of times I notice that they'll use the stump and then build around that. And then sometimes you'll get what they call the freestanding teepees,
Yeah.
which is basically the material being used, and when it's tied up at top, that's what kind of holds it into place. We got some bark here, which we see a lot, and then these pop out a lot. It looks like it's been debarked and stuff. Always keep an eye out for like stuff like that, but I think that's just naturally from being tumbled in the ocean or the lake here. I do find teepees on the beach.
That's right. Everybody consider this a grow and show where you can drop your links and grow your channel if you want to. I do not care. That's what this is pretty much for.
Little weird things. Very interesting. I'm trying to take note. Food source. Got blackberries. I actually have one now.
Hey, Second Star Survival, I put your link. I give you that link so you can drop your link, brother.
And I did notice a little trail that goes up here. Another thing, a lot of times you'll see just a couple we call them randoms, just be like some random sticks. Sometimes there'll be a glyph. And that stump really gives it a gnarly look. It's all like crazy looking. And I love the teepees. Very beautiful. And this is really not gonna fit. I mean, maybe a kid in there. It's not that big. I would include this in the structure as well. So a lot of times you'll see like almost like a base, or you can
called it a porch. Sometimes it like comes out. It's like almost like the entrance to a house. And I did spot another teepee over at another part of the lake, which I'm gonna have to get back to check that out. But yeah, interesting find here. What it's for, its purpose, who knows? And also keep an eye out for tracks or anything like that. Anything out of the ordinary. I did spot a couple tracks down there, small, but it could be human. In that dried up mud area, which is perfect.
I almost swear you missed a big ass track just now. Really, I did. When I first time I saw this, I saw something that looked like a track. And I swear, Brown Dwarf, I think you missed it.
TP find, Sasquatch, who knows?
Hold on for a minute. I guess I pulled that just in time, didn't I? Okay. Now I gotta go all the way back. Jesus. Really? Check this out, okay. I actually have to give it a second to come up on my other screen. You see that impression right there on your video, Brown Dwarf? That kind of looks like might have been a double foot impression. Just saying, I do a lot of tracking. It's very interesting stuff you got. You might want to go back and check it out. Everybody who shows up for this, be sure to drop your link in the chat, especially if I gave you a wrench. And if anybody else asks and they're in the chat and they hadn't got a wrench, be sure to drop their link for them. I consider this kind of one of them show and grow things when I do something on this channel. This channel, I don't really care. It's not like my main channel. This is something I can go on anytime I feel like it. I can do any kind of little live stream I want to. And I can maybe help a few friends grow their channel a little bit. And I really like that. That's one thing I really enjoy is growing channels and helping people get ahead in the world a little bit. I think it's kind of cool when you do that. But I got so many channels, it's hard to pick who I want to show something by. I'm trying to stick with, encounter stuff tonight. But I will do other shows where I do video game guys like Cleveland and Monks. And I'll do other stuff where I got some metal detecting guys I'll call out. I follow a lot of metal detecting channels. And then I got a few guys I need to check with before I start showing their stuff. And I'm always riding my friend Eric's channel over at Paranormal Highway. So I wouldn't feel right if I didn't do this. You should be sure to check out Paranormal Highway. I hope somebody's dropping that link for me. Because it's really hard doing this and trying to drop links too and everything. Like I said, I'm new at this, especially this kind of show. Even though whenever I do a show on the Dirty Damn blog, after my main show's over, I do try to do the same thing. Show a few cool things from other channels. I kind of think a lot of people enjoy that. Especially if it's your channel I'm hollering about, right? Yeah, there's a couple of channels I probably won't holler at. Even though I should show something I'm not going to. I want to say that for another time. And all my good stuff, guys, I'll do them on another show too. And everybody be sure to check out my channel, The Daily Beast. I don't know if y'all familiar with it or not. That's so weird because the camera's on a delay. When I hold it up, it's like a minute before I see it. And be sure to check me out on The Daily Beast. That's one of my little pet projects. As y'all know, I've got quite a few little pet projects that I try to deal with. You know, I've got The Daily Beast, where I show a lot of little Bigfoot short videos and photo stuff. And I've got Daddy Dan's The Good Stuff, where I do a lot of movies and TV stuff. And then I got the Daddy Dan blog, where it's mainly a paranormal investigation channel, even though I haven't had a lot to investigate lately, as you probably noticed. Hadn't been a lot of reports. That's one of the reasons I started doing live streams. At least it gives me something to do to keep busy and get a little content going on. I dropped a link in the chat for the Daily Beast if anybody wants to jump on that. And I do a comic book channel called The Fat Comic Book Guy. And you should check that out too. And I'll do links for that when I do the Good Stuff Guys channel. Well, I wasn't going to be on too long, but I think I'm going to stay on another few minutes. Yeah, not too much longer anyway. As I'm drawing a little bit of a blank right now on what I should be playing. Well, I don't want to do nothing I plan for my next show, and that's the only thing I've got saved up on that little playlist. So who knows in the chat right now? It's like a star. Sunny Stormy, I love your stuff, Sunny Stormy. Let me cute little kitties. Brown Dwarf, good to see you, my brother. Once again, I enjoyed that video. And I did think I saw something like a little footprint that you missed. Did I cover that already? Yeah, I think I did. I would play a little Dave Sunstorm for y'all, but I'm not, like I said, I'm trying to do on this one a little more of a different kind of shout out. Like for the Bigfoot channels and the researchers and stuff like that. I'm going to show you some stuff from Harry Man Hoaxes and Hoodwinks, one of my favorite channels I watch. But like I said, I have not checked with them neither about showing none of their stuff. So it kind of leaves me distressed. I know Bigfoot Anonymous don't mind if I show his stuff. But his stuff's so long. If you show some of his stuff, you might wind up showing a movie.
Hiking through briars and prickers over railroads and... Hey guys, it's Connor from Bigfoot Anonymous. We're deep underground after miles of hiking through briars and prickers over railroads roads and under bridges. It's been a crazy day, but it's all been worth it. We just had a discovery. We just found this 5-foot print deep in the cave, and you can clearly see the
Wonderful audio there, Connor.
break towards the back of the foot. It is incredible.
But you do see the print, right?
There is no possibility of any human beings making that march barefoot. So now we really have to keep our head on a swivel, because we are not the only two-legged creature down here. And the chances are they've been listening to us this whole time. I just want to thank them for not allowing us to intrude. My tongue is twisted right now because my mind is blown. It is taking this to
That audio on that video is horrible, but check out Bigfoot Anonymous. Hopefully somebody will drop this link in the chat. Oh my God. Of all the videos I picked the one that sounded like that. It makes me feel kind of bad. It really does. He also does that commercial for them Yeti bars, so maybe that one sounds a little bit better, Connor.
always on the
Okay, we'll try that one. And I'll give him some free promotion for his Yeti bars.
hunt for the next big adventure. When you're on the trail for long hours, you build up quite the stench, enough to drive any skunk ape or yeti away.
For a long time, I thought these were
Luckily,
damn candy
I'm on the
bars.
quest now for the solution to all my problems. Yeti bars. They do exist. Available in tons of different scents and fragrances. Check out YetiBars.net for more and use my code BA10 for a special offer. Clean like a beast. Yeti Bars!
Yeah, I like Bigfoot Anonymous. He got some classic and unique perspectives on stuff. And we do disagree on a couple of things, but it's a healthy debate. Well, I guess that about wraps up a little test stream I was going to do tonight. And I did shout out a few channels, and I'll shout out a bunch more next time I do this. I just want to do a little test to see what it would be like to stream on this different phone. I think it'll work. I think I'm going to have to do it a little bit different than I do on the other one. And this camera on this phone's a little bit different, as you can see. It works real good at night, as long as you're not trying to show a screen. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I haven't done too many screenshot videos off of this phone, because its camera is just a little bit different. I think I might catch a glare. I appreciate everybody joining me. It was fun. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share my little streams out. And when I come back again, probably sometime tomorrow night maybe, I'll show something really freaking special. And after I show that, then I'll sit around for about 20 or 30 minutes and shout out some good stuff channels, more than most likely. So until next time, this is Danny Staten. Thanks for joining me. And blog over, dudes. Okay, maybe I'll just keep streaming because it ain't letting me do nothing really. It ain't. Oh, there it goes. Blog over, dudes.